picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. BYU's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Rogers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that. Hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the run, it's Martin. Breaks into the open. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Bachmeier. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. 1. Ready to go.
They'll leave it with him. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The Cougars have this offense rolling.
Ready. Switch it. Ready to go.
They're going to ride this running back.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13.
14. Ready to go.
Looking to fire. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It is good! And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Racing down the left side. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeps it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Working that left side now. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll run the counter. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. There's a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. BYU with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Russell on play action. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to keep the drive alive. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Good spot on the field. For it, they make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Right back to the well. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Keelan Russell. It's complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Buying some time as he moves left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 19 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Bulldogs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They go play action with Russell. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get it?
He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bama! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He's got it down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Cougars with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Finds his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Martin. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go. Ready. Let's go.
From the red zone, it's Martin. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! The Cougars with the immediate response. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. To the air, it's Bachmeier. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Got his man down the middle. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. This time they'll go to the running game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
BYU has this offense clicking. Might be calling a hot route. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment.
tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the counter, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Unloads it left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win, but you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game, and this defense, man, you could tell. They were ready for 4 verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking for room. It's Bishop. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Might have a chance. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Finds a spot in the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Staley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head. And you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but Cattell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Bishop. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Motion from the wideout. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Booster, booster. Let it go.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
Sweep, sweep. Look, look, look. Freeze, freeze. Ready, go.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Now they'll try the right side. Got enough for the first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one. Period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give, running right, Brown. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Rides to the back and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff for Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. This is a designed run. Ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Manning. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the tight end to the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'll start on the ground with Brown.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Arch is going to throw for it. The short hands. It's Townsend. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. It's first down from the 37-yard line. A give to Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Arch to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Spins away from the defender. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Going to the run, it's Smothers. Nice move to keep running. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Arch Madness. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown Longhorns.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the snap, it's Staley. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. Out of the end zone. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Texas offense. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Play action. Here's Manning. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Now here's Manning, showing the arm strength to the left. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. The quick out. Gets away from one, finds room. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Volunteers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
And here's the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Brown again. There's some room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Brown. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, Manning. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. A really nice play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
The give on the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. first down at 2nd and 6. Manning on play action. Got it. Gets away from one. Finds some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Coleman fighting off the defender. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it Smothers. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texans! Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Throwing Manning. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job game tackling as this game goes on.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Vols send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The run inside. It smothers. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to the ground with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll try to... Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. He didn't get a lot of return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Shakes off the defender. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock is down to 4. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Bishop. And he's wrestled to the ground. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. The corners are walked up tight.
Under. Box. Spider over. Go.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Here's a little room there. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Fires to the big fella. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Manning. They've got the screen set up. Going to move. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DM.
Some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Jumped on top of the pile. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. Kick is good, and the offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. Under fire. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Manning. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's taking a deep shot. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Arch is going to throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the